A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant move for international trade relations, UK Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer has engaged in his first conversation with US President Donald Trump since the latter announced a sweeping 10% tariff on all goods imported from the UK. This call, characterized by both leaders as ongoing and productive discussions, comes at a critical juncture as the UK seeks to navigate the complexities of these new trade barriers. A spokesperson from Downing Street emphasized the Prime Minister's commitment to maintaining free and open trade, while also safeguarding the national interest. The dialogue between the two leaders also touched on pressing global issues, including the ongoing conflict in Ukraine, tensions with Iran, and recent military actions against the Houthis in Yemen. The tariffs, unveiled by Trump on April 2nd, are part of what he has termed Liberation Day, marking a dramatic shift in U.S. trade policy. In addition to the 10% tariff on UK goods, a more severe 25% tariff on car imports has raised alarms among UK manufacturers. Chancellor Rachel Reeves is scheduled to meet with White House officials next week in hopes of negotiating a trade deal that could alleviate the financial strain imposed by these tariffs. Reports suggest that U.S. officials believe a trade agreement may be within reach in the coming weeks. However, President Trump has indicated he is in no rush to finalize any deals, citing the substantial revenue generated from the tariffs as a reason to delay negotiations. During the call, Trump expressed that many countries are eager to reach trade agreements, frankly, more than I do, implying that he is willing to take a more leisurely approach to negotiations. The U.S. president also hinted at a potential visit to the UK in September to meet with King Charles III, adding a layer of diplomatic engagement to the ongoing trade discussions. Amidst these negotiations, there are concerns that the U.S. may pressure the UK to limit its economic interactions with China. Chancellor Reeves has publicly stated that it would be foolish for the UK to sever ties with China, given its status as the world's second-largest economy. She has reiterated the government's stance on maintaining engagement with China while navigating the complexities of US-UK trade relations. Furthermore, Reeves has shown support for the fast fashion company Shein, which is planning an initial public offering, IPO, on the London Stock Exchange, despite facing various challenges related to its supply chain and labor practices. As the Chancellor prepares for her trip to Washington, she will participate in the International Monetary Fund's spring meetings alongside other finance ministers, where discussions on global economic stability are expected to take center stage. The ongoing tariff situation has already had repercussions on global stock markets, with indices such as the S&P 500 and UK's FTSE 100 experiencing fluctuations. While some markets have shown signs of recovery following Trump's announcement of exceptions to certain tariffs, the overall sentiment remains cautious. The World Trade Organization has warned that global trade is likely to shrink as a direct consequence of these tariffs, prompting the International Monetary Fund to downgrade its growth predictions. The UK has been proactive in seeking an economic deal with the US to mitigate the impact of the tariffs, while the EU and Canada have responded with their own counter-tariffs. As the situation develops, the UK faces a complex landscape of international trade, with the potential for significant economic implications depending on the outcomes of the ongoing negotiations. The stakes are high for UK businesses, particularly in the manufacturing and IT sectors, with a recent HSBC poll indicating that 3/4 of UK manufacturing and distribution companies anticipate negative impacts from the tariffs. The IT and telecommunications sectors are particularly vulnerable, with 86% of companies in that field expressing concern over the potential repercussions. As the uncertainty surrounding trade relations continues to loom, businesses are bracing for the challenges ahead. The Prime Minister's discussions with President Trump mark a crucial step in addressing these concerns, but the path forward remains fraught with challenges and complexities. With both leaders committed to finding common ground, the coming weeks will be pivotal in shaping the future of US-UK trade relations amidst a backdrop of evolving global dynamics. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.